Hey, what's up, y'all? Alonzo here. I just want to talk about some LYNK coin. And look, guys, I posted the video yesterday and we got a little bit of engagement, which is good. But more importantly, I had a few people reach out to me personally and they wanted to know more about LYNK. So I'm a day one holder. I've been holding since the very first moment, since inception, I guess you could say. The first few hours, you could go look at my LYNK playlist that I have on the channel and you could play from the very first one. You can see how big of a believer I was in the beginning before any of the structure started being built. So even more so now has my belief deepened in the project. So when I had a few people reach out to me, of course, a few people loaded up their bags, added to their bags, because some of us have been holding since then. But it is awesome to see that we have moved up. I'm going to post just this right here so we could see from the video yesterday where we were at. We were sitting about at 47.14, and I'm going to look at it live right now and look at how much we've moved up. Okay, so now we're sitting at 53.54. That's about a 13% increase in just one day. So let's go back to the video here. Of course, subscribe, guys, interact with this, tell the algorithm that we want more of this here. So you could see, man, the LYNK community link up. Hell yeah, link up. Being an early holder feels great. I stake Solana daily. You ain't seen nothing yet, and I believe that, man. And we are early. Even at this point, we are still early. The infrastructure is still being built, even though we've come a long way, but we're still at the beginning. So when I look at this chart here and I see that we're, kind of hung up here, I imagine that we're going to get some resistance here. But look, guys, this is small potatoes, man, in comparison to where this could go. So I just wanted to answer some of the questions that I did receive here on the video so that we can all be on the same page about what LYNK is and what LYNK is not. But this is amazing growth just here on the short term. And I imagine that we're going to continue. We're going to blow past this resistance because whoever's selling here at the end of the day, I don't even understand why you're selling, man. Just let it fly, guys. You're talking about 76% of this token is locked up. Just let it fly. Why trade when you could look at this here in a little while and it could be so much more? But let me dig into this, man. I am a realtor, guys. So just so you see, look, realtor.com. This is one of the articles that came out and I read it yesterday. But look, check this out. Fed Chair Jerome Powell signals September rate cut in Jackson Hole speech, saying balance of risk is shifting from inflation to layoffs. So look, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell has signaled a possible interest rate cut in September, saying that the balance of risk in the economy could be shifting away from inflation toward rising risk. So look, signaled a possible interest rate cut in September. Just like in real estate, man, we're all crossing our fingers and hoping for this, man. And after what we've seen, we imagine that this is going to be the boiling point and it is going to tip us into lower interest rates. And if that happens, guys, you know that that is a big catalyst for us. So I just want you to see that it's not just in the crypto world that that's being affected by this, man. But this right here could be a really big catalyst for us. So just keep that in mind as September is right around the corner. So be sure that you position yourself and don't sell prematurely, man, would be my suggestion, man, because there's so much more potential, right? You're here to make money. Hopefully it's a lot of money. A lot of people they like to make a little bit of money. I like to make a lot of money. So I know where that potential lies. So let's take a look at this, man. Let's go to the LYNK website. So it's holdlink.xyz so that you can go check it out yourself. Go to learn, right? A lot of these things, they're self-explanatory, man. You just got to go and do the homework. I know people rely on these types of videos so that you could find out, the truth or the facts about a project. So that's why I deliver it on here. Look, what is the token supply? LYNK has a fixed supply of 1 billion tokens. Currently, 76% is locked, leaving around 233 million in circulation. So if you do the math, you understand that the more of this that is held, the more of this that is bought, the way the math works, it shoots it up higher and higher, and it works like if there's only 233 million tokens in circulation, guys. So you guys know how that works, man. So like I said, I don't know why people would be selling right now. I mean, it's peanuts, man, in comparison to what this could be and what it has been. Because I saw it in the beginning when it launched all the way up, and then it did it again. But here we are, and we do see this upward momentum, man, guys. I'm just telling you. Just you look at it, you decide, get your chart readers out, but it looks primed and ready. So here's the other thing. Where can I view the lock? This is what everybody wants to know. This is what everybody wants to see. You can click here and it will take you to it. This is the same thing that I saw when it was originally locked. And here we are. 764 million LYNK are locked until January 25th, guys. So we know that we see a lot of momentum and a lot of action in these upcoming months, guys. So if you're just one of those people that want to hold on and mess with this until January 25th, you know that it's locked. All the action is going to happen prior to that. So prepare yourself, put yourself in position to win. But I honestly believe that the magic is going to happen after this. That's why the LYNK community, or the LYNK, I'm going to say the devs, right, for lack of a better term, but all of these people are working and building this infrastructure so that when we get past this point here, there's going to be a major difference. And I think that that's where all the magic is going to happen, guys. And that's why I want to dig into this daily and get caught up and understand where this is going to go. But look, all the hot months where all the action is at, we're covered. November, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all of that stuff. We're covered until January 25th. It is locked, guys. So that is a good thing. Let's go to the LYNK X and go check this out. I wanted to point this out because in my mind, I'm trying to justify why is there such momentum? Is there just a couple more eyeballs? Is it my friends that ended up buying in? Is it the people that were holding that ended up buying more? What is it? But look, check this out. I went over here and I found that 17 hours ago, market profit says top buzzing cryptos. One of them is LYNK. And it says check out the sentiment, man. How many followers does this page have? 113K followers, man. So that's a lot of people that got to see that, man. You got to factor these things in, and it usually happens like this. Like a page will pick it up like this, and then 4 or 5, 10 of them, and then you just keep on rolling with that momentum, and you're gonna see it reflected in this chart, especially with something that has such a low circulating supply, guys. So I also went over here to ChatGPT. Once again, my channel's here, man. Just, you're watching it now. Might as well subscribe, leave a comment so we could get this in circulation. So I'm gonna stay logged out for the free version. I'm gonna ask it. Let's see. Let's see what it says. Tell me about LYNK Coin. Let's see what it pulls up. That's a lot to read here. Maybe you could do it yourself. Look, circulating supply, 233 million. There's a lot here that you could read. I'm going to ask this to summarize in 3 sentences. LYNK Coin is a meme-based cryptocurrency built on the Solana blockchain, focused on transparency, community trust, and long-term stability. It features 0 transaction fees and has locked around 76% of its token supply in a smart contract for a year to prevent manipulation. Listed on BitMart, LYNK has gained traction for its community-driven ethos and commitment to avoiding pitfalls like rug pulls. So that's That's an amazing thing, man. That's why I say, man, when you look at this and you see something like this is being built, this is the type of stuff that you support. This is the type of the stuff that in the long run ends up becoming something humongous, right? So that's why I support and that's why I hold. There have been a few people that didn't know how to get it. Some people thought that it was just on BitMart. I'm here to tell you guys, it is available on Radium. You could get it on Radium. If you want to use your crypto.com on-chain wallet, you could find it there. You could swap it. You could go to your Phantom wallet. You could get that there as well. And just keep in mind, you go to Dex Screener, you're going to find this. You could go to all of these here and, you know, just get involved with the community there itself, guys. So I'll be covering this from time to time. I'm not, always going to be on here making videos, but when I get a moment, I'm going to check in and keep everybody posted, man. Just make sure you interact with the videos and get them to everybody, because this little bit of information on a video format like this could be very beneficial to somebody that needs to see it, to believe it and to be involved, guys. So with that said, if you ain't got no LYNK coin, get you some.